Hello, what's going on guys? Ishto Sukule here, and we're looking at another HaloForge map. This HaloForge map was made by me. This map is called Cartographer. This map is an aesthetic campaign style map. For those who are unfamiliar with my channel and all the maps that I make, from all the stuff that I've made from Halo 5 going into Reach now, all my stuff is mostly designed as a campaign mission. It's not designed for, this is for people in the clan community, it's not designed for raids, any type of defense or whatever else. It's mostly made for aesthetic and just to look into a campaign map. And I will give an update video out whenever the new Forge objects come out, so you can guys, or better yet, when the new Forge objects come out, I will show you different clips from the updates to this map, so that way you can see pelicans and other things being placed on the map. So over here we have on this island, this is a place where there's some Covenant. There's a Covenant outpost, along with some UNSC holdout areas and some places where they've kind of sat down and settled to get ready to fight the Covenant. Over here, there's supposed to be a Warthog, 2 Mongooses, some weapons, and a little bit of a fortified defense behind a bunch of rocks, some sandbags, and a few crates. And going around the island, the entire island is the spawn area. And over on the coastline over here, we have another little UNSC holdout area behind a bunch of rocks, some sandbags, a few different weapons, and another Warthog. I try to make sure that if you were playing this map and you were kind of wanting to just go around killing people and you wanted some weapons or whatever else, I try to keep some human stuff on the map in case you're playing as a Spartan, and if you're playing as an elite, I made sure there was quite a few things for the elites around here on the map as well. And going into the canyon, as I said, most of my stuff is campaign designed, along with it being open world-esque. And that's my idea whenever the new Forge objects come out, because I plan to make it a lot more open world stuff, and I hope it can make it as good as my stuff is on Halo 5. I'm going first thing into the canyon, sorry, flying into the tree, is a Foreigner platform that I tried to design from Combat Evolved. I didn't want to go in between Combat Evolved and back to Forge, in between Combat Evolved and back to Forge like I did with my Truth and Reconciliation remake that I made. That took so much time, so I just decided to freehand and go do my own design for it and see where it went, and I'm pretty sure it went pretty well. I like the design for it, using the ramps and all the block pieces to try to make the platform. You'll get to see more of it when we go into the actual structure itself. But up there, as you can see, there's the Banshee sitting up on the platform. Going into the rest of the canyon, we have some Foreigner structures, platforms, and some other, and just the whole design of the Cartographer that you've seen in Combat Evolved. Now, designing a lot of these platforms, originally I made the platforms and the points of it really pointy using the ramp pieces. I completely neglected the design that was in Combat Evolved, where it was a smooth, flat edge on them and a very wide platform. I tried to redesign them and make sure they fit all perfectly, and it looked more like something that you'd see out of Bungie's Halo games and not something that some random forger was trying to recreate. And going over here to the main structure, and for those who have seen the Cartographer Halo 2 Anniversary map, this one here, I did try to do my best to design this a long time ago. Originally this map, I built this map on Halo Reach, but on 360, and a lot of the stuff on this map, it looked really bad and it didn't really look all that great. There was a bunch of floating crap around there because of 343's new design, so I deleted a lot of that, deleted the supports of the platform, and just added ramps underneath it to give more of a support look to it, and just made it kind of hanging out a lot like most Foreigner stuff does from Bungie's Halos. And I think, again, this looks a lot better than the rocks and metal bars holding the rocks together on Halo 2 Anniversary. Thank God I came back to this game and remade all this. And right here, to remake this CE door, I used ramp extra larges and tried to place it in such a way that it looked like the doors. I used the banks as kind of the, I guess the locks with the lights on it, but we don't have the lights. And I used bridge pieces as the doors. Now going inside. Inside, I tried to implement the Coliseum itself, the hangar, for those who don't know, to the actual structure that I built. So I tried to make sure that these Coliseum walls was connected to the metal pieces and not the glass and phasing through, and it didn't look weird. and I tried to make sure that the Colosseum walls on the ceiling covered up the glass and phased into the metal pieces that are on the ceiling as well. And I tried to make sure that it didn't look weird with putting it with the Colosseum, so I tried to make sure all the forged objects were placed in a proper way to where it kind of fit with the Colosseum itself. I used large walkways for supports on this wall, and I used a lot of the ramps pieces here for this Halo 2-esque design for those who played Halo 2 and going up through the mission to stop Tartarus. That's what this idea right here for this little wall right here was for, with the struts and the ramps. And as I said, how the map is mostly campaign based, a lot of stuff that you see, weapons you see around the map will be placed like how you'd see in a Halo campaign. And going in here, as I said, it's called Cartographer. I decided to make a different idea for a map room, or better yet, more like something like a map or that shows you stuff around the Halo ring. So in here you have a terminal, and each one of these braces in here, there's 3 braces as you can see on the top and bottom. The center glass piece is basically supposed to act as a hologram. And what if you were to press the button, if there was scripts, then you'd see holograms pop up in 3 different locations that show you. And if I can say this in a way that I'm thinking, if you pop up 3 different maps and you align them in such a way, it'll show like a secret location that the foreigners would like to hide from other people. That's kind of the idea of why there's 3 braces doing that. I also did it for an aesthetic look because I thought this looked nice instead of me just trying to make something where the lighting didn't fit all the objects correctly, and this here fit all the lighting a little bit better than what I was originally trying to build. So and with this whole room itself, I tried to make sure that it wasn't blank walls, so I used large Colosseum windows as the aesthetics. Going out here, oh my lord, that camera freaked out for a second. Here's the 400 platform. I tried to make sure that it again represented what was in Combat Evolved. The platform isn't as large as you'd see in Combat Evolved because in the area where I built this, as you can see, one of the objects is slightly turning green. If I was to build it any wider or input any of the objects in a different location, they'd turn a weird sage green color, as most stuff on Forge World does if you put it too close to a tree in a certain area. So I decided to keep it the size that it is currently and just leave it, along with putting a weapon, 2 grenades, and a Banshee up here. Platform is wide enough for a few people to stand up here, and I also made sure it connected to this little ledge here, put some rocks for cover if you were to actually do a fight on this map. Anyways, this here is Cartographer. Hope you guys enjoyed the map, and if someone puts in the comment what's through that other teleporter, it just leads you to Montana, so you don't have to you don't have to climb it in the mountain climb areas. There's a few portable shields up there along with a focus rifle. But I hope you guys enjoyed this map. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment down below if you have a map that you would like to me to show off and let people see, and if basically advertise yourself. I'll be an advertiser person for you. I can't speak. My brain just stopped working for a second there. And if you want to download this map, it is on my file share. And if you don't know how to access the file share, to find someone's file share if they're offline or whatever, when you're in the home page and you go to roster, you click on your name, there's an option that says find player. That option for find player, you just type up someone's gamer tag, and then you can easily just look at their file share, look at all their stuff, and it makes it a lot easier than trying to add them, wait for them to get online and be like, okay, can I look at their file share? Yes, okay. So that's just a little tip for everyone else, so that way you can download the maps if you want them. And there's some other maps that I have on there, some old stuff from Reach that I haven't taken off my file share. If you want to take a look at those and just kind of mess around with them, by all means. I haven't touched them in forever, and I don't think I will. But anyways, again, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.